run around the world. So yeah, we have a laptop to fix. This laptop is coming from a customer who is very loyal to the company. He always try to make us happy. Every time when he is having like a dirty or a non-working device, he's sending all the devices to us. So that's the laptop that came in for repair. It's a Dell Latitude 5280. The laptop came in as no power. It's not doing anything. It's just a dead laptop. Here we have 19 volts, 3.3 amps. Let's check what this laptop is doing. Plug in the power supply. It's taking 27. 21 milliamps. Pressing the power. It's changing to 500. And the laptop is turning on. Huh? This was booked as non-working. So how is it? How is it even possible to book in a laptop as non-working and I press on the power on button, the laptop is coming on? Huh? There's nothing to fix here. F1. There's nothing to fix. I'm very disappointed. There's nothing to fix. I was expecting this to be like a proper hard repair, but the laptop is working. Probably it won't charge because Dell we have the charge ID pin, which is the middle pin. So, but why the customer said this is not working? Why? And it's working. But I know the story. I know you know the story with the inbuilt, with this small laptop with inbuilt battery. Maybe he tried to turn it on. The laptop did not respond. Yeah, it happened. It happened so many times. I tried to. The customer bring in the device as non-working. I just check few things on the device. The device is coming on. Without even doing anything. So what we can fix now, let me look for something else to fix. Let me look for something else to fix. Yeah, the laptop is working. So we have to look for a different job. We have to look for a different job. I don't want even to see this small laptop. I'll speak with the customer. The laptop is still working. There's no need to fix it. And here we have this job. This job is coming from another computer technician. It's an HP. I don't know the model. The motherboard came in like this, and this has a specific request. We have to replace the LVDs for this LVDs connector for the screen ribbon cable. So let's see. Let's see if we can. That's the connector for the screen. and the connector is broken. So let's try to replace this connector. According to the technician, he's saying this connector uh, blown up one side. I think you can see the bend here. Here something happened here. The connector blown up, but if you put the motherboard on a HDMI external screen, it's displaying. But with the screen is not displaying, so we have to replace this connector. That's what we have to do, like now. So here we can come with the heat from the top. I'm using max temperature, max air, and want to try to take out the connector from the top. And the connector is out. Now, replacement. Replacement will take another connector. I do have a similar board. So we are going to come with the heat. Now I'm coming with the heat from the back, from the bottom, and try to pull out the connector. I'll do it like this. I'm coming with the heat from the back because we don't want to melt the connector. So let's try to take out this connector. Then the connector is out. Let's take our motherboard where we want to put the connector. Here. We use flask. Always remember to use flask. And also solder paste. Now, uh, now we're replacing the connector, but I'm not doing this on a microscope. Why? Because the kind of microscope stand that I'm using cannot allow me to come with it from the back. So I have to do it off microscope and then we inspect after. So I'm now replacing. Let's see if this is possible to replace this connector without microscope. We want to see if you really need a microscope in electronic repairs. Now let's go and see what we've done under microscope. What we've done, so we have so many shorted pins. So many shorted pins. Okay. So you see, this is the main reason why you have to buy a microscope. Because such kind of job you can't do without a microscope. You won't be able to see clearly what you are working on. So it's better to have a microscope just to make your job easy, especially when you are dealing with such small jobs. So let's check out all the bridges. So really you can't work without a microscope. You need a microscope to get rid of all these bridges. Otherwise, yeah, you end up having a big problem. Now we've managed to take out all the bridges. Very easy. We need paste. We need some kind of. We need to verify these pins to see if they are properly connected to the motherboard. This bridge, come on. So now, let's clean the connector. Let's clean this. We have a solder ball inside this. Yeah, and a lot of flux. So you need to, after putting this, you need to clean with a toothbrush so that there is no flux inside this connector. Now you see every pin is soldered properly. That's how you replace big connectors like that. Let's try to verify some pins here. This is the last stage. You have to verify pins to make sure that every pin is soldered. This one is not connected. This one. You know, never ever skip the process of verification, because you find out some pins they will not be connected. So if you just hurry up, let's do the verification again. Let's verify. We have few pins which are still giving me problem, but that's not a big problem. Let's do the last process. Let's do the last process. I'm sure this time we've managed to do it well. Now the second pin now is now connected. So you see the reason why you have to have a microscope, because you can't do it. You can't do it the way you think. You have to verify some pins. Now all the pins, they looks okay. Yeah, now all the pins looks okay. Now all the pins looks okay. Now all the pins looks okay. Yeah, this looks like a perfect job. Uh, I think we've done our part. We've done our part, so I don't know if I can test this. So let's test. The customer bring in this motherboard without even the heatsink. So I took the heatsink from another board here. This board has some own issues. I think that was the PCH. It's not working. This is a data. Just take the heatsink here and I put it here. Now let's try to test. Here we have the frame. We have the frame. I just want to see if we can see anything on the screen. So connect the LVDs for the screen here. And we connect the charging port. That's all what we need. And we just want to cross check if the screen is connected properly. Like this. Now, let's plug the power supply. Power supply plugged. We have the LED. Where is my remote? I can't even see my remote. Alright, on. The motherboard is coming on and is displaying. But this job, trust me, can be complicated if you don't have a microscope. So that is the reason why, one, if you are a technician, you have to grab your own microscope just to be able to work on such kind of tiny jobs. The technology is progressing. The components are getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and just to save your eyes from ending up wearing some spectacles, I think it's better to buy a microscope, because you remember I found so many challenges when it comes to replacing the startup chip. Before, yeah, was a challenge before, because you have to make sure that all the pins they are soldered properly. You don't have a microscope, you work the hard way. But with the microscope, you can cross-check, you can verify the pins if they are soldered properly. And now we have a working motherboard. It's now displaying. There's no need for the customer to keep on using HDMI. So that was the repair. We are done with this. So let me know what you think on the comment section. If you have anything that you want to learn or wish to know, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and I'll try to answer you on the next videos. At least you know that you can still replace the LVDs connector for the screen cable if it's damaged. But remember, you are dealing with small pins. You need to verify. Don't strain your eyes. Just try to buy a microscope. I know it's expensive, but just fight to grab one microscope just to make your job easy. So see you on the next replay. Bye bye.